How do you think this is all going to play out with Vince at this point? Because there seems to be a lot more questions about Janelle Grant's accusations than there was at first, and the story has died down quite a bit. Clearly, there was a lot of settlements over the years, but do you think in the long run this is going to affect him too much, or are we going to see this blow over?
Well, right now, Vince and his legal team are trying desperately to get this back into arbitration. And that's what it really comes down to. Because if this case turns into arbitration, there's going to be a settlement and it's going to be over and we're not going to learn anything. However, if the judge deems that it's not going to go to an arbitration and it is going to go to trial, I think that's going to be bad news for Vince. I think it's going to be bad news for the company. And I think it's going to be bad news for a lot of people involved.
What do you think about the people saying that his documentary on Netflix was the greatest documentary of 2024? I admit I made it through it and I can't make it through any episodes of wrestling, but I think it was overrated in a lot of ways.
Oh,
Personally.
yeah, it absolutely was, Hannibal. But, I got to tell you this, it was pretty accurate. It was pretty fair. But there was nothing in that documentary I don't think anybody didn't already know. So from that perspective, I think it was just a little disappointing to people because, everything they talked about in there had been documented and we knew pretty much everything that was in the doc.
And by watching it, where some people are saying like a regular person could have watched that and found it entertaining, they really did go quite a bit into wrestling stuff at various points that I don't think a non-wrestling fan overall would be able to sit through.
I agree with you 100%. I mean, my wife who watches, we watch a lot of documentaries on Netflix. She wasn't interested in watching that. She's not a wrestling fan, and she just wasn't interested in watching it.